we are talking about the problem and where I messed up and why this book is now trash. I'm in a loose-fitting t-shirt because I was writing and then I decided that I should vlog this because that's what a vlog is. And I'm kind of excited. I'm in this really big rewrite mode. Ever since rereading my project book, I have decided to rewrite Project RomCom. So, yeah. I'm kind of like not struggling. I am struggling, but I'm juggling projects right now because I can't make a decision on things, and I just, sometimes you just need to clear your head by writing other stories. So that is what Project RomCom is. If you haven't heard about Project RomCom before, I do believe I posted a video on it, and I will put the link in the cards above. But just as like a little summary, I don't write rom-coms. I am a fantasy YA writer, and I wrote a project of the rom-com variant for no reason except for curiosity to see if I could do it. And that aspect is still being debated, but I think it is time to go through it and reread it, finally. And I'm very pumped to do that because I haven't touched or looked at this manuscript since, gosh, last year, or whenever I posted that introduction video. It's a story that I was interested in writing and never planned on actually rereading ever again. It was kind of like it's over there. It stays in that side of my brain. But I watched a TV show called Meteor Garden. I don't know if any of y'all know it. I watched the 2018 version, and ever since then, I have just been dying to go back to Project RomCom because, I need the drama, right? If you don't have drama in your life, you gotta write it. So that is what I am going to be doing. And yeah, let us go. Another thing as I sit down to write is that this is not going to have any deadline to it. Of course I want to finish it. That's basically my only goal, but I first have to reread the thing, then I have comments to go over, and then I have to rewrite it. So I don't know how much I'm going to get done in this vlog, but I can assure you that I will be filming this video over a numerous amount of days. So I suppose I should actually say the date. It is the 8th of February, so that is when we are starting this project, and I will keep y'all updated. Oh, and if you haven't already, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe down below if you haven't. Okay, let's get into writing now. It is the 9th, and I have finished reading Project RomCom. It's shorter than I expected, but then again, I kind of like it how it's short. I think I'm going to focus though now on making the story longer and extending some of the scenes. I have some scenes that I want to add that I've already jotted down, and I am very excited, and I will tell y'all how this is gonna go more so on. Right now I'm kind of drafting a scene that I had in mind. I don't know where it's gonna go, because when I say I'm drafting scenes, I'm not like rewriting chapters. I'm literally drafting scenes, and then I'm going to have to stick them and copy and paste them into certain chapters. So I know that I am making a mess, but theoretically this should turn out okay. That is a problem for editing, Charlie. Yeah. It is the 13th of February, and by now I have finished reading Project RomCom. I don't know if I mentioned this already, but I have also decided on how I want to continue on this project, because I realized that in my haste to finish this short story, well, one, it's not going to be a short story any longer, and two, I had this kind of ending, this event that I kind of led up to in my first draft that never actually happened, so I should make that happen, and I think that is how the story is going to end, which means I have to write up from where I finished to where it's going to end, and I only think that I'm going to add on maybe 3 or 4 more chapters, but that saying, I have that to do, And then there's also some other things I want to wrap up. And I have to decide after all of this if I'm going just to leave it and then for a couple months and then reread it again, or if I'm going to reread it almost immediately and decide if I need to change some of the character arcs. That is one thing I am not looking forward to. But yeah, that is where we are today, and we are getting there. It's a long process, and I'm kind of enjoying myself. I don't know, RomCom, February, Valentine's Day, it just kind of works. My exclusive content for today is that I finished The Descent of the Crane, and I started The Love Hypothesis, which isn't in the realm of fantasy that I am used to writing, but is totally in the realm of the rom-com that I am writing. And while there is a fake relationship in Project RomCom, it does not revolve around this fake relationship. And so I like listening to The Love Hypothesis, and I also have not done anything at all. But I felt the need to come on and say that I started reading a rom-com because that's like a feat inside itself for me. Anyways, that is it for today's update, and it's the 8th of March. I did the same thing that I did with Project Paranormal. No, what was it called? I don't even remember what it was called. Project Redemption. Oh, that's what it was called. I forgot. How could you even forget your project name? But I did the same thing that I did with Project Redemption with Project Book. So that is not good. Basically, I edited and added about 7 or 8 more chapters onto what I already have, and we are doing really well here. But now I have created a problem with pacing for myself. I am loving how my skin is looking today. Sorry. Maybe it's just the spring weather. I had a few days where I felt like horrible, which was why I wasn't writing at all, and now I'm feeling really good, which is why I finished Project Book. But yes, we are talking about the problem and where I messed up and why this book is now trash. What happened was basically I added 7 or 8 chapters, honestly I don't even remember, to what I had already written. But as a result, I extended the book, but the plot arc ended 7 or 8 chapters ago. So I finished writing Project Book about 3 days ago, and over the last 3 days, I've kind of been going in and trying to edit the events so that I bring events that were in chapter like 10, 12, 13 into chapter 20 and so on. So I think it's working, and the plot is kind of shifting so that my climax is in the right place and my resolution is in the right place. But at the same time, can we just talk about the love hypothesis for a second? Okay, so I finished the book. I liked it. I even wrote, let's see, where is it? Here is what my rating for the love hypothesis is. I thoroughly enjoyed the book, but it made me realize that what I consider believable and what passes as a believable factor in a book for me differentiates between genres. And I don't know if this is a really good thing or just a thing that I need to get used to, because I do want to open up to new genres. I'm very comfortable in my fantasy world building here, but because it is fantasy, because I love reading the genre fantasy, the believability scale is very skewed. So I was expecting to open up the love hypothesis, and I knew that going in beforehand, it is a fake dating scenario, and you could say that that was a spoiler, except for it says that in the Goodreads summary, so like, don't call me out on that. Anyways, so I knew that there was that situation going on, and I was very well aware that it might not be the most realistic story, but like, I almost DNF'd the love hypothesis, because every time a situation or like an event came up, I was like, when would this actually happen? But then I started looking at Project RomCom. Girl, like, Project RomCom has a believability factor of like 0.5, okay? If you look at this event, this plot, these characters in this situation, and you ask yourself when this situation would ever happen, no, it just wouldn't. It just would never happen. But I like it like that. So I don't know, maybe this is just like an internal crisis that I'm having, and I need to come to terms with the fact that romances don't need to be believable, but that is where I am with my writing right now. Sorry, the fridge just started. I'm happy to say that I am done and finished rewriting and adding on to Project Redemption. I am happy to say that I am done adding on my additional chapters to Project Book. Oh my gosh, I have so many projects. And it's not even like that many. How can you even get all these names wrong? Thankfully, I am done writing the additional chapters to Project RomCom, but as I said before, now we have this issue where the entire pacing is messed up and I need to rewrite things. I am not as attached to Project RomCom as I was to Project Redemption, so I think I'm gonna have an easier time molding different chapters and moving things around. But yeah, that is where I am. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk on the love hypothesis, and I will see you when I see you. If you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe down below. I post videos about writing and journaling, mostly journaling because I just love journaling so much. If you are into that stuff, please subscribe down below, and I will see you all next week or sometime. Bye.